Grand Rising. This is pretty spiritual, again with the message. I want to send out peace, love, and blessings and prosperity and wealth out to anybody who's watching this video. Love and light. I wanted to actually switch it up this week because last week I didn't come on because I was out of town on vacation. For Mother's Day, I went home. Shout outs to Harlem. So, yeah, I want to switch it up a little bit, this conversation. So I got up this morning and I'm pretty sure just like the rest of you guys, you've seen the Shade Room and you've seen the Michael Blackson and the Rada situation. And I wanted to spread love light on that. And I know I have the ability to do so because most of you guys know and some of you guys don't know that I was in a relationship and married for over 19 years. So I think that qualifies me to have sort of like a voice or my own experience, #opinion on certain things that I've experienced. And I'm totally against passing judgment upon somebody, so I can only speak about my experience and give my opinion based on my experiences. First, I want to say to Michael and Rada, peace and love and light. And there was a couple of things that stuck out in the interview that I wanted to go over with because, give me 1 second, babe. I'm making a video. Okay? Thank you. So, one of the things that stuck out was when she was asked, I believe, what is a reason that you will allow him or, be okay with him having sex with a woman once a month? And she went on to say, well, I was in a relationship previously and then she stopped. And then she was just like, well, it gets boring and stuff like that. And I just wanted to stop right there and talk about that for a moment. I think for me making that type of comment, which I have made before publicly to other people, whether that's friends or family, based on the sexual escapades that I've had during my marriage, for me, that comment that she made, that I once made, was screaming, was screaming defense, was screaming protection of self. So when you make a comment like that, or when I made a comment like that, it was screaming all those things because I didn't want to deal with the physical and emotional feelings behind that, behind the fact that my husband, my boyfriend, wanted to sleep with other people. And it was a defensive mechanism to protect myself. So I completely understand her comment, and I can look past the words and see the pain within her eyes. I mean, her mouth and everything says that she's totally in agreement with it, but her body language and her eyes say so much more. And I can relate because I am too, was her. I would say, yeah, I'm okay with it. Yeah, I agree with it. Yeah, it's okay with me. I don't really care about it. But deep down inside, it was hurtful. It was penetrating, wounds within inside me. I had no clue that existed. And another thing that stuck out was the fact that he was saying, oh, yeah, she can have a girlfriend, whatever, but can't another penis be involved? And that screamed control for me. How controlling the situation is one-sided. And it goes back to her saying that in the bedroom she wants to spice it up a little bit and she doesn't want to get bored. But unless she's totally into women, how is she spicing it up on her behalf? How is she not getting bored? How is she being fulfilled? And it was totally different in my situation because it was whatever with that. It was no rules, not even the rules of no other penises being involved. For me, it was the simple fact that I didn't want to involve anybody else because I'm a person that loves love, and I just wanted to be loved, and I just wanted to be in love. So I didn't want other people involved, whether that's male or female, because I was just head over heels in love with the person that I was with. And for him to say that, oh, well, it's only one penis that could be involved, that screams controlling, that screams boundaries that he has established. And Rada, I wanted to speak to you about, your boundaries, because everyone should have boundaries put in place. For a person like myself who lacked those boundaries for many years, starting to establish those boundaries later on in life could be like, trying to get a baby off a pacifier, so to speak, or trying to get your kid to sleep in their own bed. Is just next to none if you have already, bring them up with them sleeping with you. All the parents know that. Shout out to the moms and the couples and the dads that are trying to train their kid to sleep by themselves. You know how difficult that may be. So, going back to what he was saying, and it just screams out, like in my situation, it was me not feeling enough. And being that she said that she just got out of a not just got out of a relationship, but she has been in a relationship before, it screams like healing. Like, we all need to heal from our childhood trauma. We all need to heal from relationships and experiences that we went through, because they dictate how we act and how we move forward in life. And without even knowing, you just become susceptible to all different types of disrespect and violations. And without having any boundaries, it's just like it's open season on you. And I only can attest to that because I experienced that for so many years. Like, the manipulation, the narcissistic behavior of making you think that these are the things that you want, but in all reality, you have expressed that you don't want it, and you have expressed that it's not for you, but at the same time, you still end up, complying and following through and doing it anyway. And for me, I only did those things because of the lack of self-esteem, the lack of feeling like I'm enough, that I'm all you need. For over 17 years, I allowed my soon-to-be ex-husband, my ex-husband to get money from she wasn't random, a woman. And every time it just lowered my self-esteem, and it just lowered my self-worth every time that I knew it was happening. And every time that I didn't even leave, I made up excuses in my head, like, oh, I have to work harder. Oh, I have to do this better. Oh, I have to get more money. I have to make more money. I never made it outside of myself. I never put the blame on him for his actions. I always internalized it and made it seem like it was something that I was lacking. And in reality, I wasn't lacking anything, because I was on my path that I was supposed to be on. I was 18 when I met him. So, many 18-year-olds don't have that much income and don't have that much money or experience as far as in the work field under their belt. So I made a lot of excuses for him and I just put all the blame on myself of why I need to do more. If I do more, then he won't want so much in that department. And I just wanted to come through and talk to, the older women, and give the young ladies a message that, you are enough. You are on your path. Don't let anybody make you feel like you're not enough, because you are enough. Your path and where you at is where you're supposed to be at. And we all have lessons to learn, and we all on different journeys. So a part of my lessons and a part of my journey is to, be a voice, speak my experiences, but also know that I am enough. And I had to learn that. Like, I had to love me first. I had to learn to love me first and put me first, because if I don't, nobody will. And it was a prime example of my 19-year failed marriage, that I didn't put me first, that I blame myself, and that in rejection, I blame myself, when in all reality, rejection is God protection. So when you are feeling less than or rejected or something like that, don't internalize it and feel like it's your fault, because it's not. Rejection is God protection. And I'm going to leave it right there. And I hope this message, helps someone, because I wish I had me when I was younger. Like, I wish I had Instagram. I wish I had social media for people to put their experiences out there and put their knowledge out there so that I would know better. Because when you know better, you do better. Have a good day, guys. Enjoy your day.